touched on it briefly, but before I wrap this up, let's talk about titles, tags, and descriptions. I covered the tags pretty in-depthly in a previous lesson, so I'm just going to talk mainly about the title and the description. Now, the title, typically what you want to do in the title is be descriptive, tell people what your video is going to be about. Don't get too clickbaity, don't misrepresent what your video is going to be about, because people don't really care for that. If they click on a video, expect but it definitely has a method behind the madness because it does work. People like to click on the full caps lock titles, and if you're just starting out, I would recommend just starting out with the caps lock titles. There's no harm in it because you don't really have a following from the get-go. So if you build your channel up around the caps lock titles, people who subscribe are subscribing. People do find these titles, these thumbnails, intriguing, and they will click on them, so it's definitely worth starting out that way. If you've already built an audience and are trying to transition to different thumbnails, maybe make it a gradual process. Don't go full clickbaity from the start, but gradually get there by introducing more and more outlandish things to the title, to the thumbnail, etc. Now, typically descriptions, you don't really want to put maybe fine tune it. That's what I would recommend. Typically, like I said, description, you don't typically see keywords in there, but you can try it out, see if it works for you. The description is mainly used for promoting yourself or promoting the product you're showing off or trying to get affiliate sales, stuff like that. Social media is another thing that is spammed a lot in descriptions, and that's one thing I would recommend is make sure your social media links are up to date and placed in your description. Typically at the top of the description